pulling up. Oh, we're pulling up to go pick up the Land Cruiser. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my dream car, so I'm pretty excited, but I'm also a little nervous because it doesn't seem real yet.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked in yet.
No.
But it's very exciting.
It's pretty weird.
I know. We're literally like a minute away. I'm so excited. There she is. He also has another
He also has another 80 series.
FJ80.
Later.
Josh from Destined for Wild here. As you can see, there's something different. So I guess third time's the charm. Like we said in our last week's video, we did get rid of our 4Runner, but we picked up our new rig. So what I have behind me right now, this is a 1994 80 series Land Cruiser. It has a 24 valve 1FE FZ engine in it. It's got about 260,000 miles on it, but this is hopefully the rig that we're going to be taking to Argentina. So as it sits right now, it has a 2.5-inch lift. It sits on 33-inch BFG KO2s, which are some of my favorite tires. There's a lot of things that we have in store for this, but you're going to kind of follow along with us along the way. So right now we're just going to give you a little bit of a walk around to see what it has. So like I said already, this is the 1FE FZ model. One of the things that we're planning on doing to it is we want to add a snorkel to it to get a cold air intake and to be able to go through water passages a little bit easier. So we're going to add a snorkel to it eventually. We're planning on getting some different fog lights for the front, and we're actually planning on trying to find a camp tech for the roof, so we can pop the roof up so we can kind of expand a little bit of the living space, also have a place that we can sleep inside still. So we're going to be doing that over the next couple of months. But right now it is the forest green and gold trim model. So that's one thing that we thought was kind of cool. So one of the things that we really like about this is, so these are quite common in Japan. They're quite common in Australia as well, but one of the things with those is those are pretty much always right-hand drive. So this one is actually an American model, so this was a left-hand drive model. So it's a little bit different than the other ones, but that was one of the things that we were really looking for. So with this one, it is a gas model as well. That's what the 1FE FZ is. So would have preferred the diesel, but the diesels are very hard to come by. But we ended up getting a good deal on this one, and we were able to kind of work some magic with the 4Runner in order to get this one. So we'll give you a look on the inside now to kind of see some of the things that it comes with, some of the things that we'll be adding. So this one comes in a full-time 4-wheel drive with both the high and low gear. You can get this one in, I believe, 2 different ways. It either comes being triple locked or center locked. This one is center locked, but there's a chance that we might be adding a front and rear locker as well, depending on what we're able to find over the next little while, because we might just leave it being the center lock. With this one as well, one of the things that's kind of funny is in these Land Cruisers and a lot of vehicles that come from Japan, there's no cup holders in it currently. There is this little square one, that is it. So that makes it kind of fun. So we'll be adding some stuff down the road and kind of see what we can come up with. This one also, which was really nice from the last owner, is they actually upgraded the sound system and the stereo. So that's one thing that is very nice. So we're going to be upgrading a little bit of stuff kind of here and there, but the front cockpit is pretty well how it's going to be for when we go into our trip. We'll be adding a few switches for lights, and we're going to be adding an auxiliary fan to the engine because these engines do seem to overheat, and I'm not sure why, but the Japanese models, they usually do come with an auxiliary fan in them, but the American models didn't for some reason. So we'll be getting one of those added in over the next little while once I'm able to track one down. So one of the things that's really nice with a lot of Land Cruisers is they come with a tailgate, which is huge. It's very nice. And then a thing that Vanessa and I were also saying as well, this also gives us a table, which is super convenient when you're out on the road. Some of the other features that we're going to be adding is there's actually a modification you can do to turn your rear tailgate into a storage container. So we're going to do that as well. So this will be changing over the next little while. And another thing that's cool about the 80 series is they actually come as a 7-passenger. So we can actually fit 7 people in it currently, which is kind of nice. But if I'm being honest, we're going to be taking out like 5 of the seats. So that's not going to be very useful for us, but that is very cool long term. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be fully camperizing the inside. So we'll be adding in a full kitchenette, storage bins. We're going to be adding a fridge in here as well. And all of that will be able to be converted into a bed as well. For some reason, say if it is too windy that you aren't able to sleep in the tent, that we'll be able to still sleep inside. So what we'll be doing as well down the road, we'll be cutting the roof and popping it. So that way then we'll have a pop top tent inside similar to a Westphalia. But then that way as well we have standing room inside, which is huge. Both Vanessa and I are really big surfers and really enjoy that. So that way we can kind of change inside, do some stuff. And then we can also cook inside, which makes it a lot more convenient for us. So that's another thing that we'll be adding, hopefully down the road, seeing on what we can find right now, what we can track down, because it seems like everything is back ordered right now. So we're seeing what we can come up with. So the inside is going to be changing drastically. This is going to be changing drastically, but it's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to take you guys along with it. So as of right now, this is our 80 series Land Cruiser, how it stands.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video, seeing our new Land Cruiser. As you can tell, we're super excited about it, and we are super stoked to show you guys what we do with it in the videos to come. And thank you for following along. Please make sure that you like this video and subscribe so that you can keep following along our journey as we continue to make it closer steps towards our trip in 2023. Thanks so much guys.
See ya.